I'm Leonardo Fasolo, owner of the brand Nemen, designer too. We started in 2012. Started in 2004 my career after the graduation in European Institute of Design in Milan. I was very lucky because I had one of the teacher was Carlo Rivetti, owner of the brand Stone Island. Working with him was very stimulating and also give me the chance to understand which direction I want to give to my design. Years after years, Nemen changed a bit in terms of inspiration, in terms of fabric, but keeping the same DNA since the very beginning. At this stage, maybe we're more industrial driven in terms of aesthetic and fabric research, so we're trying to keep the best from textile industrial application, and it's very interesting and stimulating how we are trying to combine this content with the artisanal approach in the making, so handmade treatment on top of really technical industrial fabrics. And this is going to be probably the development of the brand in the next years. The archive has a huge importance in what we're doing. It's a collection of samples I bought from market sometimes, from vintage store, or something I found on flea market. It's really important for us, this as a sort of inspiration. A good example is something we did for the guard jacket. We start from this flame retardant silver lamination that was useful for foundries, protective garments. We just changed the application of the lamination. Here is to protect from flame and reflect the flame, but the same characteristics are good to reflect the body heating as a thermal cover. So the combination of industrial lamination with our nice quality nylon outside plus the handmade treatment really express what Nemen is. Almost everyone can feel if a garment has a soul, has a story, even without knowing about the dyeing process. And there is a lot of science also, because once you talk about dyes, you're talking about chemical, you're talking about temperature, you're talking about pH of water, and also the fabric construction, the fiber. It's more related to the science than art. Also, we can achieve some really nice shade of colors, almost impossible to achieve in other ways. I mean, for myself and for my generation, the word sportswear seems now is getting to a new word called techwear, but for us it's still sportswear. So we're trying to keep the best from the sport in terms of functionality, combining with utilitarian or military-inspired fabrication, combining in new things that can be useful for sport, but also for day life. So it's a kind of story when we build the jacket or a pant or a product until the very end. You never know how it's going to look like, but we are trying to control as much as possible all the possibility to achieve the perfect goal. Creating a conflict with the science, but using the science to achieve an artistic level.